what you want to see. And then don't just go by one video. Watch 5 or 6 of them and see,
Right.
How they differ or how they're the same. And I said, that'll give you a good idea where to start. And that's a good thing. I think there needs to be some good teams out there, people starting them for the right reason, to help people. And if you go into a situation like you guys said, you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to make things worse if indeed there's anything going on there.
Right.
And a person's imagination, once it starts running wild, it's hard to put a stop on it.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to tell you how I know that for the be a fact.
Now, see, before I started Tucson Ghost Society, I was actually on another paranormal team, and they trained me. Mm-hmm. And I really, honestly, had no plans to form Tucson Ghost Society. I was just planning on staying with this other paranormal team. But they were at the point of basically breaking up and not having the time anyway. And we got in this one case that I wanted to do so bad. I dreamt about this building. I love this building, and I am writing about this building. And they didn't have time to do it. So I asked him, I was being respectful, and I said, I really want to investigate this building. Do you mind if I got together a couple people that I know that are interested in doing this, and we go in and do it ourselves? And he's all, no, go ahead, do it. And he actually came that night, even though he couldn't stay to investigate, but he came to make sure we had the setup going. He took some pictures of us. I mean, he was really cool about it. But, I didn't just jump in this and go, hey, I'm going to form this paranormal group and I know what I'm doing. No, I was actually trained by another group before I started this group.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, that's what a lot of people don't realize is, they're like, oh, well, I watch TV. I can go do it.
Right.
I seen Zach. I've been watching Zach for the past 10 years. I can do this.
Wait a minute. Now, one of our members, we were running a little late, and he asked, because we had to go out of town on an investigation. He asked me, he says, I know I'm new, but can I come and go? I said, yeah, you come go, but you don't do anything unless you get with me. And we get there and we set everything up. Small residential place, and it was involving a child. We were taking a little break, and I stepped to the side, and I finally had a chance to talk with him. I said, hey, what made you want to get into paranormal? He says, I watch Ghost Adventures all the time. And I'm like,
no.
dude,
like,
sit down. just sit down right there. Just stay right there. I said, because this is nothing like Ghost Adventures. He says, I see that. It's a whole lot more work. I said, really? Yeah. Okay. You got some learning to do. I said, you're going to have to show me some stuff if you want to stay on the team. And he did for a while. And I mean, yeah, he acted like he really, really wanted to learn. And then he did tell me he eventually quit watching Ghost Adventures because
was he yelling at the TV?
he said he had gone to a few investigations and that type of thing. Said he went home and he was going to sit down and watch Ghost Adventures, and he looked up and he started watching, and he said he could just see the fake. He says that they're doing nothing right. I mean, he says, and I said, well, that's what happens when you actually live that life. You become a paranormal investigator, and the more and more you learn, I said, just remember, you'll never stop learning in this field.
Right.
And,
exactly.
You're going to go back and you're going to watch like you did. You watch the show and you like, oh my God, that's so fake. Well, right. I mean, all they're doing that for is ratings. I mean,
Yep.
how many commercials can you get in one of these shows, right? So the more ratings they get, the more people they contact, the more the people buy commercials and sell products.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. And they were saying that this season of Ghost Adventures has been the highest ranking one. And I'm like they're going up in popularity?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
I'm like,
mind-blowing.
oh. Like,
right.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I watch Ghost Adventures to have something to yell at, because I swear every time I watch it, all I do is yell at the TV going, that is not how you do it. Stop doing that. Everyone's like, oh, she's watching Ghost Adventures again.
Hey, throw a brick at me. We're going to call it a demon. Hey, I didn't mean to actually hit me with it.
Oh, it's so funny, though, because I have some team members, and I'm going to throw Mayla out there. Mayla was texting me the other day, and I think she said she was watching Haunted Case Files, I think. I'm not too sure on that. But she started yelling at the TV saying, that's not what you're doing. It's like, once you do this for so long, and she's been with us since, day one. And it's like you literally yell at the TV like they're going to listen to you. But,
Right.
Kind of like a football game, right?
But we do it to paranormal shows.
Exactly. Yeah, I think when Zach becomes possessed, the next thing you hear, the power of commercials compels you. So,
Exactly.
That is a sore part with me. I've actually seen people that is possessed, and is not a pretty sight. And it's not just, okay, this week's over, let me go get cleansed or whatever, and I'm back at getting possessed again. That doesn't happen, So I think that these shows are a way for people to pick on good paranormal teams, good people that means well.
Right.
Sometimes they fall a little bit short, but they started out meaning well.
Right.
And I agree with you guys. We need to teach these people if they're willing to learn.
Right.
They have to be willing to learn, just like on anything, Will, you're teaching somebody at work, training them on something that you need. If they're not willing to learn, they're not going to do very well at that job.
Oh, no, I got a prime example of it today. A mobile RV tech called up our shop, and my shop superintendent comes to me and hands me the phone and says, this guy's having problems with an aqua hot. And I was like, all right, no problem. And he's all, well, it's not turning on. I said, well, go shut the switch off, go turn it back on and see what it does. So he does that, and it fires up, but it doesn't actually ignite the burner.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to tell him all the steps he needs to go through. And then I get to one point where I said, well, you need to take the burner motor out and look at the photo sensor and make sure it's not covered over. And he tells me, well, I'm not certified at this. I'm not comfortable doing that. I was like, you're a mobile RV mechanic and you're not comfortable doing a job on an RV. You need to change the profession, buddy.
Right. He's not comfortable in doing that.
Yeah.
So, dude, I didn't ask you to get comfortable. Just do what I told you to do.
Do the job that somebody is paying you to do.
Exactly.
But we don't get paid.
Well, in this situation, the guy was getting paid because these people wanted heat in their coach. And in order to get that, he needed to do what I asked him to do, and he wasn't comfortable doing it.
Well, see, we don't get paid, and we still do everything we're supposed to do.
Well, he wasn't trying to get a demon out of the house either, or an evil spirit. So
Yeah, I was just asking him to take 2 nuts off and disconnect some fuel lines.
well, that was the whole problem. You asked him to fool with 2 nuts, so
I know he might have liked it too much.
Oh my God.
sorry, that was out there. I apologize to everybody, but it's gone now. So
You let me loose.
One thing you got to learn about Will is you don't go places with him because he takes it woo all the way.
I'll take it all the way.
Just like the team. They've learned not to dare him to do things. And we have some new members. Well, they're not new, but they have not seen Will at his worst. And they were trying to like dare him the other day, and he's all bring it. I'm like, guys, don't even test him. Don't. You'll regret it.
yes,
It
yes,
keeps things lively. Let's say it that way.
yeah, it brings back memories. So, back on the whole charging thing again.
Okay.
Um,
We don't charge. Okay.
we don't charge. None of us charges. Most of the time, well, I even turn down the when they want to buy our gas or put us in a motel, that type of thing. I said, nope, we're here. You need help, and we're here to help you. And even in that sense, if the client's not willing to help themselves, there's nothing we can do with that situation either.
Right.
Right.
Don't ever turn down chocolate chip cookies, though.
Oh no, we
Oh
were
no.
we were at an investigation, and these guys went out and bought like 10 pizzas, and we had like a pizza party just prior to the investigation. And I mean, yeah, they decked it out. They had all kinds of Philly cheesesteak pizzas and everything you could think of.
Yeah, we've had clients like set out food and stuff for us, That's
Well,
nice.
Honestly, we ate. I mean, because whenever they look at you and say, well, we don't like that if you don't want to eat. No, wait a minute. No, yeah, we're gonna eat. So, yeah, we, like Teresa said, we've had another client to grill chicken for us, and it was awesome. And when clients feel relaxed enough to do that, because they do know that you have took time away from your job, your family life, to come help them when no one else will. To me, that is totally worth it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, I can say, well, we helped these people. And the one that grilled the chicken for us, they had a doll room, y'all. That was crazy. And I don't like dolls.
Me either.
Oh, you guys would love my room.
No, I don't do dolls.
No, me either. I don't
Will
like
sleeps
dolls.
in this room with all these ones staring at him, and it doesn't bother him at all.
Nope. And when she was having problems with one, I took it to work and threw it in the bottom of my toolbox.
Yeah, but you had her do weird things in your toolbox, so.
It's all right. She didn't mess nothing up.
Yeah, I have haunted ones. So.
Right? Well, that's all good. I don't like doll. I collect clowns and things like that, but I don't
Becky would love it at your place then.
I'm not a big clown person.
Me either.
I have a bunch of them, and I have clowns that's 2 feet tall, down to little minor things. Some that's probably worth a couple $300 and that type of thing. But I like clowns. I was a clown at one point whenever I was with the fire department, and we dressed up and went up to the children's cancer ward and kind of made the kids feel better. And but you know,